zucchini only has like 33 calories. So this is like a great alternative.
So a whole zucchini has 33 calories?
Yeah.
Holy cow. So the average zucchini, which is, I'm saying 5.5 inches. Until next time. So yeah, so like it's subscribe. We'll be back. I never know what to say at the end. We're back with another recipe. This time we're doing healthy salted vinegar chips made with zucchini and cucumber. I got it! Yay! And so we are also ushering in the autumnal season, and what I like to do for the fall season is have a fall drink. And normally I have a glass of wine when I'm cooking, but this time it's a little different. It's 5 ounces of Coca-Cola, and also you might think I've got 5 ounces of Coca. 5 ounces of Coca-Cola and 2 ounces of Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire. And it is a cinnamon spice kind of drink, and tastes like fall. It is delicious. Give that a try if you're of legal age to drink. All right, I have some zucchini here, locally grown, and I also have some cucumber. All I'm gonna do is start by chopping these up, but I have this handy dandy slicer that lets us get consistency. And we are looking for consistent thickness in this because we are doing an experiment. This experiment is, do we prefer zucchini chips or do we prefer cucumber chips? Also, we're gonna make them in 2 different ways. We're going to use the dehydrator, which you see back there, and we're gonna dehydrate it on a lower temperature over a longer period of time. And then we are also gonna put some in the oven and bake those for a shorter amount of time. See which ones we prefer. So we're testing 2 types of vegetables for the chips and 2 different ways of cooking these. You ice maker!
Every time.
And the ice maker gets me every time. So we're doing 2 different vegetables, 2 different ways of cooking, and we're gonna let you know our preference, and you can try this and let us know in the comments below what your preference is. Let's get started. I've already washed my zucchini and cucumbers. I'm gonna cut the end off of each one. Well, I'm gonna cut this end off, and I'm gonna use it as an experiment here to see how thin I want to get my chips. Also, you need to cut them off anyway. But I'm just gonna use this and slide it over my slicer, and it gives me this kind of thickness here, which is kind of nice. I don't know. Do you want it thinner than this? Wife approved. All right, so here's the thickness. We're looking at, you know, just a slicer. The thinner you do it, the quicker it takes to dehydrate. And that's kind of what the thinner it is, the less it takes to dehydrate. So we are trying to get them thin, but then you don't want them too thin where they're just like wispy and they're nothing. So find a good balance. I have found a good balance. This has a setting on here. It tells me the thickness, but without my glasses, I can't tell you what it is. So we're just gonna go with this. All I'm gonna do is cut the ends off of each of these. Yeah, you could use a knife. You don't need a slicer, but you're not, what will happen is some will dehydrate faster than others, and you'll end up with varying textures throughout. If you want consistency, then this is the way to do it. I'm also gonna cut the ends off my cucumbers since I have my knife out and ready to go. And then I'll be able to put it away. I'm gonna start first with the zucchini. And I'm using this, gosh, I don't remember where I bought this. Sur la Table, I think, is where I got it. And I love that place, man. Just the cooking stuff they have is great, and I find all sorts of cool little gadgets that we don't need, but I do it anyway because we have a room full of things. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this when I get down to the end, but right now I'm just gonna go ahead and slice the zucchini. Be careful, this thing is super sharp. And we are doing 4 zucchini to the 3 cucumber, mainly. I think it's the amount that you get for each, and should be about the same. Either way, we're cutting this in half. So now that I'm down to the end here, I'm gonna throw this bad boy on it. And that's it. And that's why I didn't cut the other end off, because look how far you can get down. And that's the end there. So, a bunch of chips here. Look at that. Consistent size and all. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a bowl. And I'm putting them in the bowl before I put the vinegar, because I don't want to just pour a giant bowl of vinegar and not have too much. Okay, there you have it. I have sliced up 4 zucchini here. I have sliced up 3 cucumbers here. And I'm gonna tell you, I already think my preference is gonna be the cucumbers. They're just super fresh, very clean, but the zucchini is good. And my wife, her preference is the zucchini. And I can tell you, I think it's because these are gonna be more chip-like. Ice maker. I think the zucchinis will be more chip-like because they don't have as much water in the center where the seeds are. And as you can see, compared to the cucumber, there's more seeds and water in there. So I think these are going to turn out to be a better chip. I think these are going to turn out to be a more flavorful chip. So I have vinegar, distilled white vinegar. I'm going to just pour this in the bowl carefully, because you don't want this spilling over. All I'm going to do is just make sure these are underneath the vinegar and soaking. All right. Okay, I've put vinegar in these. I'm going to set a timer for 1 hour. And after an hour, we'll come back, we'll take these out. We're gonna salt them. I'm gonna load them up on the trays in the dehydrator. And then I will also get some baking sheets and lay these out on baking sheets. And we'll throw them in the oven. It's been an hour. The timer has gone off. So I'm gonna split this up. Half of the zucchini is going in the oven. The other half is going in the dehydrator. To get some trays out here. As you notice, I'm wearing gloves. I do not like the smell of vinegar, nor do I want it on my body in any shape or form. However, for this experiment, I must handle the vinegar. I really wish this is one recipe my wife would have done, but she won't get on the camera, so now I have to do it. It's true. So here we go. I'm just gonna do one here, one there, and then we'll see how we go. I'm gonna have to use my hands because it'll take forever with the tongs, but I'm wearing gloves. So this should not be so bad, right? We say that, and then for some reason I can feel it coming through the gloves. I'm gonna go ahead and just load up this tray. I've got 4 trays. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the cucumber, and if I have anything left, I'll use it on the zucchini. All right, all the trays are loaded and it's time to season them. We're using salt, and garlic is optional. You don't have to use garlic. We haven't seen a recipe that does have garlic. However, we like garlic. So all I'm doing is just gonna season these with some salt. Do a little garlic. That's that. These are going in. (175°, 3 to 4 hours. I'm gonna put a timer on here for 4 hours. Now that that part is done, I need to season these trays. So, because they're full of holes for the dehydrator, I'm simply gonna use this cutting board here. My trays are loaded. I'm gonna go ahead and close it up. Turn it on. It's 150°. Mine does 149. So I'm gonna do 149, 8 hours. We'll see how that goes. And then we will do a checkup on the oven chips to see how they're doing in about 4 hours. So we'll be back. It's been 4 hours. The chips in the oven should be done. I'm gonna pull them out and check and let you know if they're ready or if they need more time. Word of caution, when you open that, the vinegar will pop right out and burn. It went in, through my eyes, into my nostrils, my lungs. when you open that, there's a strong, strong vinegar odor and scent that comes through. And you can see all the condensation built up in the oven. I can see it all built up in here, which lets me know that it has been dehydrating. However, I'm gonna tell you, whoo, that was strong. And all right, let's see if they're crispy. These are not crispy. These are very flimsy. As you can see, they're not even baked at this point. So 4 hours, they need more. Woo. And that's like a self-cleaning oven right there. That will do it. I'm gonna go ahead and check the dehydrator. Pull chip out of here. And here's a cucumber chip. It's already mostly done. It's been running for 4 hours as well at, what do we have this temperature? 149, yeah. So it's still a little like flimsy, but definitely much more baked than the ones that are in the oven. And you can hear the crispiness of it as well. Oh wow, that's really delicious. That was a cucumber. I'm gonna try zucchini. Although I gotta save those for my wife. Those are the ones she's gonna like the most, I have a feeling. Ooh, but that cucumber was fresh. You can see here a zucchini chip. And here, crispy. It's already almost done. Oh, that one's delicious. I don't know which one's gonna be my favorite, but I think the zucchini has a better texture to it because it's got a more solid center. And they're super crisp, like they're crispy. I'm probably not gonna run them the full 8 hours in there because that might be a little much. However, these here in the oven, they need to go back in. So I'm gonna put these back in for a little bit longer. We'll see how long it takes. I don't know. Go ahead and clean your oven in the process. Ooh, it's so strong. And it may be that I have 3 trays in here and they're different thicknesses or whatnot. But 175. And they're not doing as well, but this is where the dehydrator is doing what it was designed to do. It's just taking that water out and it's shooting it out here. When I open up the oven, I can see all the condensation still inside. So while I know the moisture's leaving the chips, it's still staying contained in the oven pretty well. So we'll give it another shot. We'll just keep letting it go. So far, the dehydrator seems to be doing a really good job, and it's only been 4 hours. I bet if we upped the temperature, we could probably reduce the amount of time as well, but low and slow sometimes is how you go. We'll be back in a couple hours. Our experiment is done. And I have to be honest with you, it was late last night and I didn't film us taste testing everything. I'm gonna tell you, they're much better straight out of the oven and eating them that way. They're crispy, but we left them out overnight. They did get a little flimsy, and to pull these off using our fish, our fillet thing, and you could see.
A fish spatula or a fish flipper, because I just leaned out to one on Walmart.com.
This is a fish spatula or fish flipper, and use it when you're taking these off because we did ours very thin, and they do pop off. So this is the zucchini here, as you can see. I feel like I'm at a Catholic church. And so you can see, and it's a little like flimsy. It was crispy yesterday, but has good flavor. And then I'll show you the cucumber. And we have kind of the same thing. This is in the oven. I will tell you, we had to do this for 6 hours. We originally did it for 4 and didn't come out bad. So here's the difference. You can taste the cucumber. Even in the, being in the vinegar and with the salt and garlic, at least with the cucumber, you can still taste the cucumber. The zucchini, you really don't taste the zucchini at all. You're just getting all that vinegar and salt and garlic if you put garlic on there.
It's more like a salt and vinegar chip.
Yeah. This one tastes, the zucchini tastes more like a chip because you can't, it's almost, I want to say it's almost potato-like, but it just does. Where the cucumber has a little bit more, I want to say freshness to it, but something different. Now I'm going to show you, this is from the dehydrator, and we ended up running the dehydrator for 6 hours because they were done and just came out. Now, these have been in the dehydrator. We did leave them out overnight, but look at this. Still has some crispiness to it. And some crunch, which is good. The zucchini, again, tastes more like the potato chip. Here's the cucumber. Pop one of these off. And the cucumber, just like so. Same thing on the texture. Okay. There's no winner. It's all very delicious. But I'm gonna tell you what I think the best method is and my personal favorite from these. My favorite is the cucumber. I love the taste of the cucumber, and I remember growing up, my dad used to always cut up cucumbers, and we'd have cucumbers with salt. I don't know. Reminds me of that a bit, except the vinegar gives it more of a chip-like flavor. So I'm liking that, but I can taste the cucumber in this, and that's one thing I do enjoy. As far as the method is concerned, I think the dehydrator wins. It got them, when we took them out last night, we were comparing them. No doubt about it, that the dehydrator had them super crispy right out of the gate. They were delicious. It took 6 hours at 149 degrees, and it wasn't bad. I will tell you, your house will smell like vinegar because it's just shooting all of that air out and everything. And whew, it was pretty strong. Yeah, it was aromatic in the house last night. We opened up a window and stuff because it was a lot. The other thing was when I opened up the oven to get these out, it was just, I don't know, like a sandstorm of it, just steam.
Steam bath.
Steam bath. It was a vinegar steam bath, and woo, my eyes, it went into my lungs.
Turn on the fan.
We had turned the fans on. It was bad. Like it just like whoosh, it got me. It got me. So we do recommend using the dehydrator. I think you're gonna get the best results. Just be aware that you may get some aromatic stuff happening. Also, it did, for some reason, it's like a deodorizer in here because it seems to have, I don't like the smell of vinegar, but maybe it's just overpowering, but I think it has, in a way, deodorized some of the home because it dissipated some of the...
But everything smells fresh.
It does. Everything smells a little fresher, which is really weird. So maybe this is a life hack. Deodorize your home by dehydrating salt and vinegar chips using zucchinis and cucumbers in your dehydrator, and do it once a week or something. I don't know.
This is a family show.
It's a family show. The average zucchini has 33 calories in a whole zucchini. So it's low calorie. The vinegar is nothing. Salt is nothing. So, just be careful. Season it to taste. Doesn't have to be crazy. But, well, there you have it. Hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Visit our blog, doingallthings.com/blog. And if you try this out, leave some comments below. Let us know what you think and maybe some different things that you've done as well. I'd like to hear from you. And you got to turn on the bell to receive notifications as when we put out new content. And also check out our travel playlist. We're adding some things, some of our travels and things that we've done. We're starting to put some things in there as well. And we just got all sorts of things going on, and maybe we're gonna do something crazy. I don't know. We'll see. We're always doing something. So we'll be back. How about that?